in the Lone Star Land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright.
Gummy shoe prints laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy sloop. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops always crack the
Sebastian, sweet boy, where have you gone? The sun sets low, but we keep marching on. The wind whispers your name soft through the pines, a melody aching in these hearts of mine. Roads are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a light we'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boy Sebastian? We're searching the hills, the rivers, the plains. You deserve better, oh you deserve better. And your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Your laughter once rang like bells through the air. Now silence just lingers, it's more than we can bear. We carry your memory, a flag in our hands. Through shadows and valleys, through shifting sands. The roads are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a light we'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boy Sebastian? We're searching the hills, the rivers, the plains, you deserve better. Oh, you deserve better, and your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Your laughter once rang through heartache and pain.
Well, hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I really hope everybody's having a super great day today, staying warm. And let me just say, I am so jealous of all of y'all that are getting snow. My goodness. Of course, we hardly ever get snow. Maybe once every 5 years, we might get a few flakes, but that's about it. So I'm jealous of all of y'all. Y'all stay warm. Hello, Daisy. Hello, Jenny. Hang tight for a second, guys. Let me grab this. Sorry. Okay, sorry. My granddaughter was calling me. Anyways, hello, Miss Rhonda and Miss Kathy. Hello to y'all. Let's see here. Beanie Baby 2. Oh, Daisy, you have me all kinds of messed up. I was like, what in the heck is going on, girl? I could not figure it out. Hello, Selena. Let's see here. Who else we got with us? Hello, Blue Eyes. How are you? Hey, Daniel. TJ, how you doing? Let's see here. Teresa, hello to you. And Michelle, hello. Let's see here. Hey, Kai, good to have you. And beautiful Lori's in the house. Let's see here. Got to get through all of these. Everybody's sitting here chatting. Hello, Kimberly. So good to have you with us. And Jacqueline, hello to you. Tina Girl, always good to have you with us. Let's see, who else? Lisa King, hello. Hey, Cinderella. There is vertical and there is horizontal. And guys, I apologize for doing that way, but it does get my views up. For some reason, I'm surprised that it does help get the views higher. So it really boosts me a lot, and I apologize. I know y'all don't care for it. So maybe y'all can be a little patient with it and get used to it. I do apologize. Hey, Pooh Bear. Wanna be sleuthin', how are you? Cinderella. Let's see, we got anybody else sneaking up in here with us? Trying to get down here. Hey, Mama, how you doing? Looky there. Thank you so much, Daisy. Let's see here. Is anybody else? I'm having to do it on my computer. Usually I do it on my tablet and it goes a lot faster. But with both screens, it only shows on my computer on the backstage here. Hey, Wild Child. Good to see you. I know. I love the green smoke with that video too. I tell you, I'm so ready for this young man to be found and come back home. Hello, Linda. Welcome, welcome. Maui, how you doing? Good to have you with us. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else? Trying to get down to the bottom here. Holly, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hey, Kai. Did I already say hi to you? I think I did, Kai. Hey, Peggy. There's Aretha Bell. Always good to have you with us. Hey, Cool Cougar. Good to see you. Glad you could make it today. I tell you what, I'm going to have to change my background thing. I have it on the dark color because it doesn't hurt my eyes so much. And it is so hard to read the green letters on that black background. You would think it would stand out, but it really doesn't. That's what takes me so long, trying to not skip over everybody. But thank you guys for being here. Appreciate and love y'all so, so much. And to everybody that's in the bushes, just listening and hanging out, thank y'all so much for being here. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. And Daisy, thank you so much for gifting a membership. And if you were the lucky person to get that membership, please tell our Daisy Dukes thank you, because that was so gracious of her. And to our new member, welcome to the South.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a date in here? Welcome to the South.
Our new member, and looky here, Cecilia gifted a member as well. Please tell her thank you if you were the one that got that membership. And hey, let's do it again.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a date in here? Welcome to the South.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. That was so sweet of you. And welcome, welcome to our new members. Tell you, this week has been a little crazy around here, so I was hoping to plan a members live today, but I just couldn't get it going. So I apologize to y'all for that, but we will do one soon, I promise. But thank you all just for being here and hanging out with us today. Like I say, I hope everybody's staying warm because it's getting cold. It is. It is. My dog just scared the pee out of me. Almost peed in my britches, y'all. I looked up. I thought I saw her laying down over there on the bed. And she growled under my chair because she was itching herself on the back. Well, she made a little growl noise right under my chair. I couldn't figure out what the heck was under my chair, but it's her fuzzy blanket on the bed, not her. So I was really glad we were playing our song again a while ago because I jumped and squealed. So, oh, you're okay, Daniel. Don't ever worry about that. Okay, don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm just glad you're here. Lori said, I got the heat on. It's cold on the beach today. I just turned mine on a while ago because it was starting to get pretty chilly up in here. pretty chilly. That sun goes down behind them trees because we got the big tall pine trees. So it goes down behind the trees, and boy, the temperature really drops. Cool game, cool cougar. That's how it is going to be here, pretty close to the same. I think our temp is supposed to be low of 29. So, yeah, it's getting cold everywhere. But hey, thank y'all for coming in, hanging out, all the things. Before we get started today, I'm going to play something for y'all. Hey, Baba Rose, good to see you. Hope you are doing good. Thanks for coming in with us. I'm going to play something for y'all. We're going to have a laugh because I just happened to run across this, and hey, me and you. And y'all, this really cracked me up. So I'm going to play it for y'all and let y'all have a good laugh before we get started. Hey, Cheryl. Good to see you. Oh, that's going to be your high tomorrow? Oh, my good golly. That's our low. That's while I'm under the covers, under my heating blanket. Okay, guys, let's listen to this. Y'all are going to laugh your butts off. Let me turn this up, make sure the volume's up good so you can hear it. Here we go. This is a song for CP. Well, maybe it will play. Come on. Now it's not wanting to play, y'all. Let me see if I can get it over here on my phone. Here we go. Okay, I have no clue what's going on. I don't know, y'all. It's gone. It's gone. TJ, can you and Blue open it? Because it's not opening for me. Oh, okay. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see here. No. Y'all, I'm so sad. Hang on. I'm not going to let this go. Let me see what I can do to get this to play because it's not playing on my phone, nor is it pulling up on my tablet. Lord have mercy. Okay, can y'all even hear me? Can y'all hear me talking? Let me see if I can pull it up here this way. Yep, here we go. I think I got it. Here we go.
Enough is enough with you motherfuckers. Chill. 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 Yo, Christopher Proudfoot, short in his frame, but his tongue's like a blade spitting venom and shame. Verbal assault, yeah, he's bad and extreme. Tearing down women, living life so obscene. Backhands a kid, got the streets in a rage. A stepson gone missing, just 15 years of age. Sebastian's name echoes, where's the truth in the silence? While Chris keeps suggesting he is dark and he is violent. Katie sits silent, meek by his side. Tries to speak up, but her voice gets denied. He cuts her off quick like a king on his throne. Her body slumps back, she's a ghost in their home. This man's got a
darkness, a storm in his soul. Speaking sexual violence, losing all his control. Illuminati Lage crossed every line, advocating for suicide. Man, his heart's out of time. Proud foot, what's the deal with your rage? Caging up hearts, keeping pain on the stage. Women and kids, yo, they caught in your snare while the world's
Enough is enough.
What do you think? Listen again.
chill. 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 Yo, Christopher Proudfoot, short in his frame, but his tongue's like a blade spitting venom and shame. Verbal assault, yeah, he's bad and extreme. Tearing down women, living life so obscene. Backhands a kid, got the streets in a rage. A stepson gone missing, just 15 years of age. Sebastian's name echoes the truth in the silence, while Chris keeps suggesting he is dark and he is violent. Katie sits silent, meek by his side. Tries to speak up, but her voice gets denied. He cuts her off quick like a king on his throne. Her body slumps back, she's a ghost in their home. This man's got a darkness, a storm in his soul. Speaking sexual violence, losing all his control. Illuminati Lage crossed every line, advocating for suicide. Man, his heart's out of time. Proud foot, what's the deal with your rage? Caging up hearts, keeping pain on the stage. Women and kids, yo, they caught in your snare while the world's
Enough is enough. What you want?
So did anybody enjoy that? That was telling the truth. It was a clip done by telling the truth. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Holly sent me something. Let me pull that up, Holly. I'm going to read it because on the threat video that I did, she took it to AI, played it, let it play or whatever, about this video, displeasure with mob crew. These are the key points. Threats of physical harm and trespassing, insults and threats towards an unnamed woman, confrontation with sniffers on the scene and Silvers, threat against Seth. Here's the pattern of aggressive and threatening behavior: verbal threats of physical harm, incendiary language and insults, challenging physical confrontation, monitoring and surveillance, accusations and demands. There you go. There you go. He is very, very nasty. But look at the panels he goes on to. He won't come on any panels that actually help try to find his stepson, you know. Neither will his wife. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that's very, very telling. And Michelle Puff Daddy Proudfoot. Oh, Lord, TJ. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that video, I don't even know. It just popped up on my feed and I'm like, what in the heck? Who is this? And I clicked on it. I couldn't stop laughing. It's about time people start calling him out. It's time. Way past time. People don't do it because of the threats. Hey, got a secret? Yes, Miss Kathy. I heard a while ago half of the United States Verizon users have no service. It's actually affecting other services as well. So that's probably why I couldn't pull nothing up too much on my phone and stuff. But yeah, I thought y'all would enjoy that. I thought, what a great way to start a live here. Let's get a little laugh in for the day. Hey, Keely. Good to see you. So, yeah. Anyways. Alrighty, guys. Well, today's title is Tell Us About Him. I had Sebastian's mother's picture on there. And this is something that I did a while back. I covered Katie's, Chris's, and Seth's. I wasn't sure what direction to go today because we've been doing some deep stuff. And I thought to myself, I'm so tired of hearing nothing about Sebastian. So I thought we could go back over this. Yeah, I got a secret. I have or Teresa, yes. I have a feeling, that part's running a little low. There you go. Rita Bell says, had no service, no phone or anything, so turned all lights on and cooked. There you go. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to listen to this video that was put out a while back. And like I said, I've already gone over it once, but it's always good to go back. And it's Sebastian Rogers through Katie Proudfoot's words. Pay close attention to them because her description about her son, it's really sad to me. Hey, cat lady. Because, I've had 3 children. I can describe my kids to where you would feel like you actually knew them and their personalities. Because you see, all 3 of my kids are different. They're very different in their own way. But I know my children. I know who they are and the people that they've become, as adults. I can tell you what they were like when they were little. That's going to even get you to understand exactly who they are as grown-ups. Because their personalities never change. And sadly, I hear the struggle in her voice trying to find the words to describe her son. And I believe it was back when I did this live before, I used my son that had passed away in describing him. And I'll do that for you guys again today. You see, when he was little, he was our little jokester. He played jokes on everybody. He was the sweetest, had the kindest heart. This child was so active, he made me tired. He was so busy all the time. He had energy for days. As he got a little older, he made a decision one day, I want to play the guitar. He taught himself how to play. He called his daddy on the phone while his dad's on the towboat out there in the water. And they would be on speakerphone together, and he would learn new things on the guitar. As he got even a little older, he was my skater boy. He loved to skateboard, do tricks on his bicycle. This was my kid that would do tricks and he would fall down and end up bruised, banged, scraped, bloody, all the things, but yet get back up and do it all again. I always called him my little 70s baby because his music, his taste, all the things he loved were exactly the life people led when they were teenagers in the 70s. This kid of mine loved to learn. Hey, Kiki. He loved to learn. If he couldn't figure something out, it bothered him. And he studied and studied and studied on it until he figured it out. You see, I used to do hair and, had all the perm rods there at the house and the scissors and the capes and all the rollers and the clippers and all the things. I went to cut my older son's hair, went to get my clippers out to clean up his neckline. And my clippers were very lightweight. It was my other son that had decided he wanted to find out how he can make a tattoo gun. So he took all the guts out of my clippers and actually made a tattoo gun. Because he had seen somebody say that, you could take parts and actually make your own tattoo gun. So he did just that. My son took that guitar to a whole different level. He could play it right-handed. He could play it left-handed. He could play behind his back. He could play behind his head. And he could keep up with the best of them. He could play with Stevie Ray Vaughan playing on the radio or a CD. He would play it. He would play right along with him, and you couldn't tell who was who. Leonard Skinner, Freebird, the long version, 14 minutes long. He could play the electric guitar and keep up with every tiny beat there was. As fast as it got, he never missed a beat. My child was full of life. He was so sweet and caring. He cared about people. He was very much to himself, but yet he would be so adventurous. The smartest kid I've ever known. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Yeah, very proud of him. But that's who my son was. My other son, my oldest one, I called him Mr. Personality. He always wanted to make everybody smile. He was absolutely a sweetheart. He was everybody's friend. He had no enemies ever. And it was so very important to him because I remember when he was about 10, he loved the Dukes of Hazzard. That was his favorite show. Had the little rebel flag that he had up on his wall. But yet when he invited friends to come over, if some of his friends of color came, he would take that down off of his wall because he didn't want them to be offended. Because that's not what it meant to him, but he didn't want them to feel it if that's how they felt. He wanted to do something in his life that made a difference, so he became a police officer so he could actually help people. He went on to start his own business, and he does right now what he loves to do. Enjoy in life. Today he just left for Costa Rica to go film a fishing show. My daughter, she was the baby. The first girl in my family in 13 years. The first one in my husband's family in 34 years. All boys. She was the only girl. She was the one that clung to me. She stayed right by my side, my little mini me. but always smiled. And when she smiled, her eyes would disappear because her cheeks were so big. She had a loving heart. She has 2 children that are just exactly like that to this day. Oh, she was spoiled. Yes. Everybody was so excited to have a girl that I didn't even buy her bows or dresses or shoes or anything till she was about 3 years old because she had way too many already from everybody else. She was very spoiled. But you see, there's ways to describe your children so that people understand who they are as a person. People can visualize them from the words that you use. When you're proud of your children and you love your children, you can create your children in a way that they come to life when people hear about them. My children have given me 4 beautiful grandchildren, 3 beautiful little girls, and 1 handsome young man. They're my life. They are my whole entire life. I live every day for them. But what we're fixing to hear is probably the saddest, most pathetic version of describing your child. Every once in a while, a thought might hit her. And then she might tell us something actually good. But it's very sad, the descriptions that we're about to hear. And so I wanted to say all that, not just so I can brag on my kids, because I will brag on my kids anytime anybody will listen to me. But I wanted y'all to hear how it is when a mother really cares, when a mother really loves their children. It shows. It absolutely shows. My daughter and her family just had family pictures done. And my words to her when she sent me all of the pictures that she had just got, I told her, I said, oh my gosh, this captures you, your family. I feel the love. I see the happiness. I see all the beauty that just surrounds every one of you. These are amazing pictures. But we have a mother that we're talking about right now whose son is absolutely nowhere to be found, and yet she only shows us pictures of him when he is very, very young. Oh, thank y'all for the kind words. Thank y'all. I think I've talked about my kids enough in the past that y'all could tell they're my life. I live for them. I love them. I'm very proud of my children. I miss my son every single day. It hurts me to not be able to see him grow even more in life and become more of who he was meant to be and watch him have his family. I'm sad because I don't have a little part of him to watch grow and to see a little bit of his personality come out in his child. It breaks your heart. It really does as a mother, because our children, we made them. We don't hear much of that in this that we're fixing to listen to. And it's a compilation of all the different things that she said about her son. And let me get our banner ready to go, and then we're going to go ahead and get to playing this because I think you're going to be very surprised with how much of it is. It's just sad. Very sad. I feel for Sebastian. Put it that way. My heart hurts for him. Alrighty, guys. The description or the link for this channel is in the description of this video. It is put out by Case Analysis. And here we go.
None. He wants friends. He's a pretty happy kid usually.
He's high functioning. I mean, he's fully able to hold a conversation, and he walks and he loves to run. He likes to build little. We FaceTime family while we were eating so he could brag because that's something he likes to do. My son doesn't run. He's not a runner. He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door. He loves Minecraft. The game that he has is not online. He has the Switch. He doesn't have any extracurricular activities. Sweet, stubborn. He loves to help. He loves running, and he loves to play his games and his fidgets and Uno. Lord, that's one of his favorite games right now. Favorite color is green. Oh God, he loves music. He loves, like, when we were in California and the school had this lap thing to gain money. It was a fundraiser, and every year he was, I did this many laps. I mean, I've got t-shirts where they would write on his back every time the kids went around. They'd mark a mark on the back, and they'd keep running, and he just had marks all the way across his back. He likes playgrounds. He hates being dirty. He don't like being dirty. He loves animals, but he's terrified of bugs. Yeah, even a fly, and he's like, oh! He gets on a one-man track, and he is just on it, and he is all about it. He loves playing games. He can go to Culver's.
Oh, boy loves
He
a
knows
malt.
where Culver's is because Culver's has malt. He loves malt, extra malt. Every time, extra malt. And that he knows how to get to his daddy's. We know that. He, for the most part, is happy. He likes to laugh and joke and tell you all about everything and then some. He loves games. He loves video games. He loves to play with his Legos. Even building things with me. We build little projects here and there, but he's always a character. But he fidgets constantly. He loves shiny pennies, paper clips. He's always like, whenever we go to the grocery store, he always looks on the ground and looks under the register counter, and he's always looking for shiny pennies everywhere. Paper clips. He loves to bend them out of shape and play with them, fidget with them. He loves playgrounds. I mean, we've said it before, he likes fishing and things like that, but he loves cats. It's his favorite animal. I don't know, he's a good kid.
Do you hear the struggle already that she has with her description of who her son is as a person? lots of repeats. She doesn't really bring him to life. It's just very blah.
This is not normal for him to run away. He's not a runner. Although he doesn't like to be dirty, it's kind of funny because he also doesn't have awareness, because if you look, he's got chocolate milk on his face because he didn't wipe it off at breakfast. It's funny like that. And he likes to dip behind the, walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. He doesn't have a history of being an eloper, which is common. And I have friends with children on the spectrum who do struggle with elopement with their children, but no, Sebastian, that's one thing, has always been a blessing. He's not been an eloper or a runner. His primary areas are like social and emotional dysregulation issues and things like that.
It is my opinion, he's still not an eloper. I don't believe that he actually ran away, despite his mother's words.
But he's very smart. He's functional. Overall, he's a pretty happy kid. I mean, he's a teenager. He's coming into his hormones. He's angry that he's growing a mustache. But for the most part, he's a happy kid. He can be aggressive if he's upset. He doesn't like punch and hit and throw, but he gets really like aggressive stance or like clipped where he just won't talk to you, or if he's really upset, he like growls.
And because Sebastian is an awesome person who deserves to be home. Sebastian's room is always a little bit messy. So Sebastian struggles with maintaining friendships with a lot of the children his age, because even with the children that are similar, they tend to have different interests. Sebastian gets very single mind tracked. Like if he's wanting to talk about like Minecraft, then he wants you to be 100% all about the Minecraft. And so a lot of times, like other children will be like, yeah, that's cool, but I want to do this, and he'll be, so they wind up getting frustrated with each other, and that's where a lot of his like struggles making friends come into play, is because personal space is also another part of it, where he disregards like what we call the personal bubble, just because he just doesn't have that awareness. Like he'll just be right here in your face. But
why is that funny to her? Why is that so funny to her? Why is Mr. Chris laughing so much about the description of him? He's missing. And things are funny to these two.
he's capable of getting along with other kids. I mean, and he does, but typically for shorter periods of time. At school, he does pretty well with a lot of the kids. But even that, you know, they have to take breaks, you know, because not him, but not just him, but, you know, even the other kids, they each have their unique interests and their unique ways of thinking and doing things. And so they get to each other and they have fun. And then, you know, something will happen and one or both will get frustrated. And so they got to, you know, time out and whatnot. You know, we have met some kids, especially like, because I like to take them out and go do things, especially in like public settings like the festivals and bowling and stuff like that, to get them out and get them, you know, it gives an opportunity to interact and work on those like kind of social skills and meeting people and being appropriate when meeting people, responding, you know, with appropriate emotions and stances. You know, like if someone's being polite and says hello to you, to match that energy and not come at a different energy, you know. And we have like a scale that we work on, you know.
Now, all these times she was asked to describe Sebastian. Like, who is he as a person? Not like the things you're teaching him. Describe to him who he really is.
Like, what is the problem that's frustrating you? You know, is it like a 0, 1, 2, 3, and then, okay, well, what's your response to that, you know, type thing. So, yes, he does interact with other children and people, but he struggles to form those like stronger bonds with people. No, although he's in denial, he
Yeah.
don't want to tell mama that he likes girls. He's definitely got a unique rhythm. He loves to dance. Utterly loves going over there. And we do game nights. He loves playing cards. Uno is currently his favorite game. He changes his favorite food probably every day. Chocolate milk has been a long time runner. Not fried and no sauce, just plain steamed tofu and sushi. The boy loves sushi. He loves it. He likes it, but he doesn't at the same time because it's so loud and clanky. So Sebastian wore pull-ups because, when he was having his regression, when he was having issues with wetting the bed or wetting his pants. He had issues where he would wet himself at school. And then occasionally would wet himself at night. Now I know that.
Okay. I got a problem here. Who is Sebastian as a person? Describe your son to us. Don't tell every horrifying detail that describes him in a way that's humiliating to him. If he ever comes back and hears how his mother talks about that issue that he had, he would be mortified. Never is that okay. And KK, I do have a question for you. Did you ever take him to the doctor to find out if there was a medical issue with that happening? If there wasn't a medical issue, then you could have went on to figure out what are the other causes for a teenage kid to start having that problem. Did you ever look into any of that?
That Seth went and said that never happened at his house, but I do know that it did. Of at least a few occasions that I know of. But that's not the point. The point is that he did go in and out of pull-ups based on when he needed them. So if he was during a regression phase, he would go into the pull-ups, and then once he, got back on track and he was not having wedding issues at school and or home, he would go back into, regular underwear. And that unfortunately is just something that has been happening for, ever. Sebastian was late to potty train and has had issues going back and forth with it, basically.
Friends, did you ever hear me talk about my children's potty training issues? That's not something to help describe your child, who he is as a person. That's unnecessary. That's filler, is what I would call it. Filling in that dead space. And I seriously want to know, is that her way of avoiding remembering Sebastian for who he truly was? Because there is a lot of negative that she's speaking on, that most of it should be remaining private.
His whole life. Sebastian had a recent autism diagnosis, but Sebastian has a chromosome deletion that he was diagnosed with when he was a baby. He's got combined type ADHD, so he does get, hyper. His behaviors become a little more like, he'll flip flop between his moods more, you know, like being overly excited or, you know, he has periods where he's really calm, where he just hyper focuses on, you know, whatever it is that he's playing or fidgeting with. He can become a little more temperamental, like more easily aggravated. Not that he becomes violent, but he just gets aggravated easier. He does get an increased appetite when he's off of his meds. You know, an unfortunate side effect of those is that they do suppress the appetite a little bit. So he'll eat more. But and he will be more, I'm trying to think of the right word, like when he'll start telling you something, he'll be on a bunch of different subjects, but all like in the same sentence. Yeah, he becomes a lot less coordinated in his thoughts.
Lots of it's really sad.
He's all over the place. Hey, Mama. And I said, oh, this is going to be good. Hold on. And I pulled out my phone and he went, green tea. And then I stopped recording. But right after that, he was like, he just thought he was the funniest person on planet Earth. I mean, he just doubled over laughing at himself. And I wish I'd have kept recording, but he did. No shit, y'all. He bent over laughing because he thought he was just so funny. And they come out of nowhere too when you're not expecting it, and you just like lose your place, and you're like, did you just verbally kick my ass? A lot of personality. I mean, he's got that teenage attitude going on where he's all over the place. So one minute he's angry, and next minute he's laughing and joking, and the next minute he's like, I'm going to my room. What are you doing? Nothing. He's still young at heart too, you know, like mentally he's young. He still likes to play with his Legos, and well, he has I think it's called Marble Run. It's where you can build, it's like a puzzle, but you build like little tracks, and it's got marbles, and they race down the tracks. It's super fun. But that's been one of his latest things that he'd been playing with, was he was all about making his marble runs. Well, everybody in the world knows his favorite video game. Minecraft. But I don't know, he loves to play Mario Kart. He's got all the Mario games, Mario 8, Mario, all the Mario racing games. I can't remember all of them. The Superstars. Every time he hears of a new Mario game coming out, he's like, I gotta have that one. And we sit up with we've even got the little like wheels, the racing wheels. You put the little Switch controller in and turn it into a steering wheel. Oh, it gets serious. He'll be like, you're going down. Well, the worst part is he kicks my butt half the time in it too. Well, that's like the picture with him in front of the big trophy. That was a thing that we took him to for his birthday. And we let him pick his team. And I'll be darned if they didn't win. Look.
She's talking about the video where we hear Melissa, Christopher's sister, talking to him like he is, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old. It's really sad and gross.
It was one of those game show like experience things. So you go in and it's like you're on a game show, because he loves watching game shows on the Game Show Network. Loves Family Feud. Hell, he watches Wheel of Fortune with me. He don't never guess the puzzles. Sits in here, no whammies. It depends on if he got to do what he wanted to do that day or not.
Yeah.
Family Feud is his favorite. That's his number one go-to. I was going to say sushi, but tofu is a good contender. Plain tofu, not fried tofu. Like steamed, no sauce. Just plain tofu, warmed up. Eat it all day long. But sushi I'd have to say is probably his number one favorite, but tofu's up there with it. Oh yeah, he loves fish. If you offer the kid fish or steak, it's fish every time, no questions asked. He eats pretty healthy. He likes his vegetables. He loves the little sweet peppers and bell peppers and squash and zucchini. I mean, Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. Every single time we go to the store, Mom, will you make Brussels sprouts? What's worse is I'm sitting here cutting them up, trying to prep them to cook them, and he's eating them raw fast as I can cut them. Nutella. Honestly, chocolate malt, extra malt. Dude, you're allowed to get a snack, but don't eat all the sugar in the world. You already can't sleep. And then again, he loves peanut butter too, so. He's Swiss cheese. Good Lord, Swiss cheese. The child likes Swiss cheese. Every single time we go to the store, Mom, can I get some Swiss?
The change in her voice. Mom, can you get some Swiss? I hear it as being degrading. I may be way off, and it may be just me, but it's not cool.
Yeah, but you're responsible for eating it, right? And not just any Swiss, like baby Swiss and lacy Swiss, like the worst, stinkier Swiss. And then he likes to come over near me and be like, and wave it near my face. I'm like, bleh. And he likes ham, but he wants the Virginia brand ham. So we got to go to the deli counter and get his Virginia brand ham. It's different every time we buy a box. He was on Lucky Charms pretty hard for a while, and he went on Reese's Pieces for a while. He was on that s'mores cereal for a little while. He went on a kick for that. He got off Raisin Bran. I don't know what happened. Like one day he just decided he didn't like raisins anymore. His favorite drink ever is just milk, but loves the Martinelli's apple juice, specifically the Martinelli's in the glass bottle, not the plastic ones, Mom. But don't buy him the plastic ones. He has to have it in glass because he's bougie like that. We went to, when we were, I think it was Costco, when we were in there, and I was like, oh, Bubba, they got your apple juice. And he said, well, hold on. And he went over and tapped on it, and he said, that's not the right one, Mom. I don't even want that. But you know what? Sebastian won't touch anything carbonated. Nothing. I think it's a sensory issue thing for him. He can't stand anything even lightly carbonated. He can't stand it. Because he's got sensory issues, but each kid, person, everything is, unique to them. And for him, carbonation is a hard no. He has never drank a soda a day in his life. He's had a sip and hated every single thing.
Wild Wolf, you be safe driving. Sounds like the roads are really bad. Be careful.
Because, I do the flavored waters, and he was really into it with me. So every day we'd go and we'd make our little water talks, and we'd do different recipes. We got a whole water bar set up, and he'd help me pick out flavors, and he'd make his own waters. But I use sparkling water sometimes, and he would, every once in a while, he would grab my drink and drink it because he was being funny, and he's like, oh, I drink your water. Well, every once in a while he'd grab it, and it would have carbonated water in it, and he'd take one sip and be like, no, he does not like Pop Rocks. He's weird. Like when he first got glasses, it was really difficult to transition and to get accustomed to that. He's been in them for years and years now, so he's used to it. But hats, he likes that. He can't stand wearing them. He tries, but he only manages to wear them for a few minutes, and then he's like, yeah, I'm done. Get it off me. He likes short.
Hi, she's talking the most over on the other channels.
Over pants, but once he gets transitioned into pants, so in the fall, once the weather turns and it's no longer acceptable short weather, once he gets used to wearing pants, it's not a problem. He wears them every day without a question. But it's the transition, so when the weather starts getting warm, he'll start when he can start wearing shorts again, and then that's all he wants to wear, if that makes sense. For him, I don't necessarily think he had a significant preference of pants over shorts so much as it was whatever he's accustomed to wearing. So once he transitions into pants, he gets used to just throwing pants on every day, and he doesn't try to wear shorts. Vice versa. Even at night, so it goes fluid. So he'll wear sleep pants when he's in the wearing pants phase, and then when we transition back to shorts, he actually starts wearing shorts to bed too, his pajama shorts and stuff. So he tends to be reasonably consistent. overall, yes, he does much better when he is on a regular routine. And thank you. So like for getting up at about the same time every day and having the same routine to get up and get ready to get out the door, and nighttime routine, taking medicine, taking shower, getting ready for bed, same thing in the morning, getting up, brush your chair, brush your teeth, put your clothes on, make your bed, take your medicine, get your backpack, are you hungry? Do you want to take food for lunch, or do you want school lunch? That type of thing. And then, he leaves at the same time every day. But at the same time, it's like after school, once, if we've got to go to the store, it's not a huge problem if it's all of a sudden like, oh no, we need to run to the grocery store, so he's easily able to do that for the most part.
Sounds to me like he was told every single day what to do.
So yes, he's able to just like go run some errands and things like that, but he's also, for the most part, we try to keep him on a regular routine so that he functions better. If you have sporadic bedtimes and everything, then he starts having more, difficulty with being on track and on task and everything, or he'll, he doesn't really sleep very well. His sleep routine has never been specific, but it's, it's downtime, it's quiet time, it's, you remove the...
Thank you, Misty Moon. Being a member for 1 month. We love having you here. She says, poor baby boy. 100%. 100%. Reality says, hold up, Lolly. Listen to that again. Let's go back a little bit. I'm not sure how far, but let's go back a little while. Okay. Tell us what we're listening for, Reality.
And then, he leaves at the same time every day. But at the same time, it's like after school, once, if we've got to go to the store, it's not a huge problem if it's all of a sudden like, oh no, we need to run to the grocery store, so he's easily able to do that for the most part. So yes, he's able to just like go run some errands and things like that, but he's also, for the most part, we try to keep him on a regular routine so that he functions better.
A regular routine, but yet Saturday they were all over the place. Sunday, it was a busy day since he woke up. Busy. Is that part of his routine every weekend? Is that part of his daily routine, I wonder? Keep him on a regular routine so that he's functioning better. If those 2 days in a row weren't part of his regular routine, was he not functioning well? Good catch, Reality.
If you have sporadic bedtimes and everything, then he starts having more, difficulty with being on track and on task and everything, or he'll, he doesn't really sleep very well. His sleep routine has never been specific, but it's, it's downtime, it's quiet time, it's, you remove the stimulus, screen time shuts off at the same time every day so that you have that, decompression time. And, we have the night lights and the little fidgets for the self-stimming and everything, because that's, you can't make them just do nothing. It's turning off all the screens and okay, we're going to be quiet. I understand you're not necessarily going to sleep, but you're going to lay in the bed and relax, He prefers to be inside. And the inside stays pretty consistent. He absolutely loves going swimming. So, I mean, he loves the summer because he can get out and he can go swimming. We can do more stuff, Yep. We did a lot more of it when we were in California. We used to go hiking a lot. They have I know they have it here, but they have waterfalls and beach hiking and everything out there that we used to go to. And he really enjoyed that. But then again, he also really loves going outside and building and having snow fights. You know, when we had that rain, or not rain, but the frozen snow, when it was too cold to even make a snowman, we were still outside throwing, you know,
Snowballs.
ice at each other. Trying his best to make snowballs, but it wound up just being throwing handfuls of fluff across the yard. You know, I mean, he for the most part though, he likes being inside. He's the kind of kid that would rather play video games and be inside hanging out than outside playing football, but he does like going out, and he likes playgrounds, and he loves like the trampoline places, and
He likes to go outside the house, but pay attention. She never mentions that he just casually goes outside and walks around the neighborhood. He likes outside when he goes to playgrounds. And most trampoline places are inside.
running, and yes, he does like to read Minecraft books. We go to Barnes and Noble every so often, and he picks out books. And the only ones that he has genuinely showed interest in, and even read more than once, they have Minecraft novels. They're actually thick. They're a couple hundred pages, and I bought him all the ones that we could find, and he loves them. Well, actual storybooks. He likes Barnes and Noble because there's Starbucks in there too. Stupid cake pops. Every single
Stupid cake pops.
time we're near a Starbucks. Mom, can we get a cake pop? He's very, very particular. You know, surprisingly, he likes the Starbucks refresher drinks. He likes that one. He liked the
Liked.
what was it, the acai swirl one? Or no, dragon fruit swirl. He loves dragon fruit and mango. Found out that he absolutely loves mangoes, but he does not like star fruit. But he loves dragon fruit. He has allergies, kick his butt, because he's allergic to grass.
Wait, what? Let's listen to that again, okay?
He has allergies, kick his butt, because he's allergic to grass.
He's allergic to grass, but we're supposed to believe that this young man walked out of his home barefooted. Walked away from his home, but yet not seen walking down any road. So that would mean he would have to go through the grass areas where it's super dark. But then he would have an allergic reaction. Yeah, none of it makes sense. No matter how you put it, it doesn't make sense. Because it didn't happen.
So whenever the grass is pollinating, his allergies get really bad for him. As far as any like serious allergies like peanuts or anything like that, no, we haven't found any food allergies. Just being picky about some stuff, but no, he's outside of grass pollen. We really don't know any other allergies. Something that we'd been really, really working on, because other people had been like, is he wearing deodorant, Mom?
Because other people had been like, is he wearing deodorant? Once again, another thing that should not be shared in public on the internet, so that it stays out there forever.
I was like, I mean, I'm trying. It's a recent development too. I mean,
It's called growing up and maturing. It happens to everybody. But you see, the rest of us mothers don't put it out on the internet about our children getting to that stage of life.
he's gone through a growth spurt, and it was like overnight I blinked and he had like a little mustache. coming in, and all of a sudden he was starting to smell, and his voice is changing, and his hair is getting darker. Like it's turning darker, which is why, like in some pictures it looks brown, but it's really kind of blonde. But in his eyebrows, he went from like just these like real light eyebrows to, it was like overnight he got big old dark eyebrows. He's really coming into his hormones, and literally, I think he grew an inch in a month. 2 shoe sizes. Yeah, that's why in the beginning there was all that talk about the shoes, and it was like, how does she know? Like, how do you know? Like, well, because he literally just outgrew them all, and we were in the process of replacing them. We started off with, a new pair of shoes and, a new pair of boots, and we didn't buy sandals yet because it hadn't turned warm yet, and so I told him, I said, when the weather gets warm, we'll buy them then, because who knows if you're going to grow more in another month. He literally, like, it was like he went to his dad's, and then not even a week later, he's like, Mom, my shoes don't fit. And I was like, but those are new. And he's like, my toes are in the front. And I was like, oh, Lord, get in the car. He's so angry about getting hair on his face. And I was like, well, bub, we can teach you how to shave it off. And he's like, no. And I was like, so you want to leave it on your face? And he's like, no. I was like, I don't know what to do to help. Like, unfortunately, you got 2 options: have hair or shave the hair. I don't know what else to do. I can't make it not happen. He goes back and forth. And we, for the most part, try to accommodate it. Like, there's sometimes when we go into a haircut, he's like, I want to keep it longer. And then other times he's like, I want to shave it all. Normally, when we go into a haircut, I pull up, like, pictures of haircuts, and I let him, like, I'm like, okay, what do you want to do this time? So, honestly, it just depends on how he's feeling. He changes his mind on what he wants on his
September. She's over on a panel, with her buddies. And therefore, she feels comfortable. They're not going to attack her. They're going to stroke her ego like they do Mr. Chris's. They're going to believe every word she says. They're not going to find it odd that she's talking about his smell, his body smell, him wetting his pants. Nah. It's just who he is, right? They're not going to question that. You see, I'm the one that would question those things, because I do have questions about some of those things. Some of the things she said here to describe him, I have questions about it. I would be the one to ask those questions. Therefore, her nor her husband will come on my panel. They don't want to answer those questions. They want to be relaxed and easygoing and have fun and not have anybody question her. The woman who has put out so many conflicting stories about the night that her son goes missing, to where nobody, not even law enforcement, believe her. They're not going to question it. That's why she's so relaxed.
There. No, I mean, he's growing and changing, and the voice thing throws me off, because, like, some days he still sounds like my little bub, and other days I'm like, who's this grown dude in the house? Like, what? But we knew it was coming, because his voice has been cracking for a little while here and there. But it had only recently started getting deeper more consistently. No, so here, I can't speak for when he went to Seth's house, but here, we did positive reinforcement and positive reward system, so he earned his game time. And it was on the
positive reinforcement, kind of like the time he got a belt because he didn't have a belt on. He was asked where it was. He told him. He went and got it because he was told to, but he got a whack. That kind of reinforcement. The kind where, Katie, you yourself and Sebastian's father had to ask the stepfather if he could get his phone back because it had been so long. That kind of reinforcement. I'll say this, Katie. The kind of reinforcement I heard that was given to this child by a teacher that actually saw the marks. Katie, you shouldn't talk about reinforcement because there was nothing positive about that.
Switch, which had like the parental monitoring and everything. So that was the only game system that he had played on here in a long time. It's his latest thing. When I say something that he doesn't like, he goes, "Mom," or when he's really annoyed, he goes, "Mom." I can't imitate his voice because it's deeper than mine.
Hey guys, please make sure to say "in my opinion" or "allegedly," because we do have those haters that watch us. I want y'all protected. They don't care who it is, they'll go after y'all. I don't want that to happen. So always try to make sure you put "in my opinion," use those initials, because they don't like us over here for calling them out. So y'all be careful.
But that's how he does it. And I'm just like, what? And then I usually try to smother him in kisses while he squirrels to get away. And he's like, get off me. He talks a lot of shit when we're playing games. He schmack talks because we play cards. We play a game called Chase the Ace. We play a game called Blind Nines. Rummy. Uno is his favorite card game. He's got this one called, I think it's Spot On, where you both like flip a card and you've got to spot something real quick. But we have a whole closet full of board games and whatnot that we play. He plays chess. He plays with Chris's stepdad. He plays with Chris sometimes. Last year he was in the chess club. This year he hadn't joined in any clubs in school. In middle school he was in the chess club, and then he was doing really well, and then I think something happened with one of the kids he was playing with, and he got beat, and I think they had like a argument over it, and Sebastian didn't want to do it no more. He went, but he wouldn't play, and they were like, "You have to play to be part of the chess club," and he was like, "Well, I don't want to go no more." And then he started failing a class, and we were like, "Well, you got to be passing to be in the chess club," and then he just didn't join again. And then high school is on a whole nother level, so he didn't go into it in high school. But
the sign that's in the background, never forget all the green hearts and balloons and the little puzzle piece for autism. That was at his school. His school put that out there for him. They want Sebastian found. They want answers as much as we do. And yet, we're not getting the truth from his mother.
He was super interested in like the agriculture and whatnot, so it wasn't necessarily an extracurricular per se, but he was like, that was his like number one goal for his classes. He wanted to take agriculture, and he wanted to work with the animals. He was doing pretty good in school. For the most part. He had his grades were all good, I think all of his grades were up. They kind of ebbed and flowed. It depended on if he was putting effort in or not. He went through a little phase where he quit trying. Yes. So at one point he had said it was in one of his IEP meetings. He was like, I want to be like Dad and operate a crane. Yeah, it was so sweet. And he's actually operated some heavy equipment, quote, but and he did so good at it.
Please don't make him sound like he is wanting to be like his stepfather. Because in my opinion, I don't think that young man ever wanted to be like that. He may have been curious about operating things, but I'm pretty sure that young man probably didn't want to be like his stepfather.
He said he wanted to work with animals, but he only wants to work with cats. I don't know how that works, but I think vets have to work on more than just cats. When we went through for the high school orientation, where you can tour all the classrooms and talk to some of the teachers and learn about some of the programs, because you got to pick your schedule, you know, he saw the agriculture area where they had they do, I think, like dog grooming, and they had chickens and rabbits and maybe some other animals. And he was just so excited. He was like, I want this class. He liked fishing, but I don't know necessarily so much about camping. Oh yeah, we used to go to the gun range. I mean, he loves going to the playground. That's outside all day long. He prefers a pool to the beach. He's been more into TV shows than movies lately. Mostly game shows, ridiculousness. He watches the Survivor show. I can't remember what it is. Guy or Bear. The one where you can like make selections and choices, and what you choose depicts how he goes. He really likes that one. Well, I kept trying to get him to go to the movies with me to watch the new Wonka movie, and he just did not want to go watch that. He thought it was stupid. He is a Swiftie. He likes Blake Shelton, Jelly Roll. Sebastian and Chris play Name That Song in the car. So like on the radio, they'll be like, who sings this song? And I'm like, I don't know, but I know the words to the song. And Bastion in the background is like, it's so and so.
Oh, yeah.
He loves Uptown Funk You Up. Uptown Funk You Up.
Mad Dog, we'll look at the date of it when we're through. We're almost through, and I'll check the date for sure, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But the reason why I know he has a crush on Taylor Swift is because I saw him on YouTube Googling something about being Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I think it was, does Taylor Swift like blonde boys?
Oh, cats are the number one. He loves animals, almost all animals. He loves water. He swims like a fish.
He is what they would consider high functioning. He's not, he doesn't struggle with verbal communication, but he does, he does struggle sometimes with expressing himself, is I guess the best way that I could put that. But he's so smart, and he's so capable, and that I think the initial image of him that was portrayed was misleading to an extent. And I think that in the chaos of trying to get the initial information about him out, that various things got taken and misconstrued. So
no, KK, nothing got misconstrued. You gave us a version of a child, a young Sebastian is what you did. You didn't tell us anything pertaining to this young man we're looking at right in front of us right now, sitting at Texas Roadhouse, being super polite, very well-mannered, hands in his lap. His legs are crossed. His napkin's on his lap. He's keeping his elbows off the table. He wasn't all up in your bubble, all up in your face. Nothing. that you told us was misconstrued. You're the one, you and your husband, that put that information out there intentionally because you didn't want us to find this young man sitting at Texas Roadhouse. That was done intentionally. In my opinion, of course.
Would just tell everyone that he's smart, he's capable, he's funny, he's able to speak to you and to recognize things. You know, he's a teenager, and you know, so he's a young man. Honestly, he just had a birthday, and I'm sure that his mustache is coming in more. I mean, he really is a good kid. I miss his smile. I miss his laugh. I miss going and doing fun things with him. I miss taking him to get a haircut and him saying, "Mom, feel my head."
Katie, where's your son? Are you going to miss those things for the rest of your life? Or will you be able to have those things again when he turns 18? It's questions I have, Katie. You see, I miss getting hugs from my son, because he could walk by me and realize I just had a hard day, just rough. I was exhausted. I'm wore out, or whatever it was. And he would just reach out and hug me, kiss me on the top of my head and say, "Mama, you got this." He had a great smile, but those hugs is what I miss the most about my son. Because his hugs had healing power for this mama heart. So what is it, Katie? Are you going to miss those things for the rest of your life? Or do you only have to wait another year to see those things? Or have you already seen those things?
I miss cooking dinner with him. I miss game nights. He would play Uno until the sun came up if you let him. You know, he goes through phases of which games he's into, but you know, I miss him. I miss everything about him, the good, the bad. I miss his attitude. I miss, you know, him trying to eat all the sweets instead of dinner. I miss him stealing my Brussels sprouts while I'm trying to cook them. His jokes, the way he laughs when he tells a funny. He had, there's a video that I put out that he was being goofy, and he had this like half gallon of green tea that he had gotten from the grocery store, and he thought of this joke, and he ran in the kitchen and he grabbed a green cup and he was like, "Mom, green tea!" And it was just so funny, and I was just like, "Dude, hold on, you gotta do that again." And I grabbed my phone and I was like, "You gotta do it again." And he was like, "Green tea!" And he was just like, it's not in the video, but he was just rolling because he just thought it was the funniest thing ever. He was getting to where he had some good ones as he was coming into his song.
Why didn't she keep recording to get that funny part that he laughed so hard at himself? Just wondering.
Sarcasm. You know, like one of the other videos I released, when it's hard to hear, but we were bowling, and because he has a lot of fun with it. He actually was getting a lot better without bumpers, but he like rolled a good roll, and he turns around and he's like, "You got wrecked, Mom." And I was just like, what is happening right now? But I mean, I miss that, you know. I miss being able to hang out with him, you know, because he's not little anymore, you know. Which we had a lot of fun when he was little, but when they get older, you know, you start being able to do different things with them, and you know, game nights are, God, they're a blast sometimes. He loves to go to the pool as much as possible. He wants to swim. He's I don't know if I put that picture out or not, but there's one that I took of him. He has on this like giant, I think it was a flamingo, and he was just like
What a smile he had on his face that day. Where are you, sweet boy?
just being a cool guy. Because talking about him is what we want to do, but we want to make sure that people know his face. We want to know that people know who they're looking for, and we would just ask that everyone just kind of be aware of your surroundings in general. You never know. All it takes is just one person that could make a difference.
How about you, Katie? Why don't you make a difference in your son's life, Katie? Because you're the one that left Texas Roadhouse with your child and he was never seen again. So, Katie, why don't you finally do everybody a huge, huge favor and tell what happened when you left Texas Roadhouse? You hold the key to finding this handsome young man right before us. Katie, where's your son? Mad Dog, that video was put out March 22nd of 2025. I know you had asked about that, and I wanted to make sure I got that date for you. So that's when it was put out. Tomorrow, we're going to listen to the other video and hear Mr. Chris's version describing Sebastian. We're going to listen to him describe Sebastian as a person. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Like I said, you're not going to learn a whole lot about Sebastian in that video. And, you know, we really didn't. We learned that Sebastian, Katie's fondest memories were of him eating, him smelling, and him playing games. That's the kind of person I took away. You would think that a mother would be able to describe her child way better than that. It just breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart because, like I said, I could sit here and talk about my children all day long. And when I am through, I tell you, you will know who my kids are. Because their personalities are so very different. And it's been amazing watching my kids grow into the people they are today. and how very much there's still that little kid inside. My oldest son and my daughter still, to this day, nobody wants to play board games with them because they have such a rivalry when it comes to board games. They're both dead set to beat the other. And it becomes quite the task of everybody watching them play and trying to beat the other. They chase each other around like they're young little kids in elementary school. Very competitive, yes. And it turns into quite the show for everybody to watch, and you want to pretty much stay out of the way because you never know if the kitchen sink sprayer is going to come out, because it has before as they're chasing each other around the circle of the house. And yeah, we don't hear any of that with Sebastian. We heard all the things that we should have never heard. I'm sorry, but that is how I feel. At no time would I ever have told you about my children having any wedding issues. I wouldn't have told y'all that, the times where my boys got up a little older and came home from football practice and actually smelled. It's a way of life. It happens. But that's not something to put out on the internet. Katie didn't help us to learn who Sebastian was. We learned how much he liked to play games and read. We figured out all of his favorite foods because she talked a lot about those things. She used past tense, she used present tense. She tried to convince everybody that somehow things got misconstrued when it was actually her and her husband that did those things. It's her son that's missing, but you would never guess it. You see, when I talk about my son, the one that's no longer with me, time doesn't heal your heart. And it's something that I always thought that parents, eventually got over. But now I know parents don't get over that. You're never healed. Your heart is always forever broken. But you learn to live again over time. It had been almost at the year mark when that video was made. So all those interviews and conversations she had been over the first year of him being missing. Didn't seem very upset. Didn't seem very upset at all. That video was put together so well. Total credit to that channel, 100%. And as we go through the next couple of days, tomorrow will be Mr. Chris. The next day will be Sebastian's father, and we'll actually learn who Sebastian really is. Because his father can actually tell us those things. Oh, Kiki, you're so sweet. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love me some coffee. Thank you, Kiki. I wanted y'all to hear that because we question her. We question his mother. The word she uses, the sound of her voice, the lack of emotions, all those things tell us a story. But we didn't get much of Sebastian in a good light. And it was just horribly sad to me. Horribly sad. Yes, Lisa, Katie Proudfoot is the key to all of this. She holds that key. And that is my opinion as well as several others. Cecilia, thank you for gifting another membership. Thank you for that. And to the person that was gifted a membership, welcome to the South.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a amen? Welcome to the South.
Thank you so much, Cecilia, and welcome to our new member. So good to have you. Valley Gal, yay! Welcome, welcome. Guys, I do appreciate y'all hanging in there. And, oh, Daisy, I wonder, I really do. Has she thrown away that key? Has she sacrificed that key? So many questions. So many questions. Every time I hear her speak, I got more questions. More questions than we ever get answers. And the observation was, she's awful happy over here and free speaking. And yeah, it's because of the channels that she sits on those panels with that believe her story. The same ones that actually said that in the Texas Roadhouse video, you can see the bond between mother and son. Sweet dream, September. Thank you for being here. Big hugs to you. Love you, my friend. But they talk about the bond that Katie has with her son in the Texas Roadhouse video. I have questions about that comment. Do they have a video that they watch that we don't get to see? Because I don't see a bond there. I don't see them connecting. I don't see them having conversations and laughing and talking. I see Katie on her phone. And if she's not on her phone, she's trying to find people throughout that whole entire restaurant while Sebastian sits there nervously, looks rather sad, chewing on his nails, a little on edge. NorCal. Sadly, I'm with you 100% on that. Detached. That's her bond. Yeah, Laura. Exactly. Exactly. She is completely detached. I don't think she wanted to actually talk about who Sebastian really is. I think she has shut herself down to the point she can't really go there. She won't allow herself to. And of course, you know, I believe that goes back to when she was young and had to shut down feelings. But that's just my opinion. Everything I say here is just an opinion that I have, that I've generated from everything I see. And to make it very clear to everybody, myself along with moderators, subscribers, and anyone chat, we've expressed our opinions. We've presented a speculations, possibility, and shown things found for everyone to have a decision and an opinion themselves on what they believe. We're here for helpful purposes only. We're not here for drama, for hate, or anything negative. Please respect all opinions. And of course, as always, my content is not to be used in a negative way at any time. We all have our thoughts and our opinions and our possibilities and all the things that we see and we hear. We hear things differently because we're different people. It's always our opinions. Sadly, we have to add that in there because there are people who will nitpick it to death. But if I say it, it's because that is my opinion. And my opinion is, we see Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers in the car with his mother. She drives away from Texas Roadhouse at 6:25 p.m. the night of February 25th, 2024. It is my opinion that he hasn't been seen since. There is no proof that he ever made it home because she drove into her garage, shut the door before anyone ever got out of her vehicle that night. There's no video footage of him leaving the house, nor is there any scent from out of the 18 dogs. They never could find a scent of him walking away barefooted. So there's not a whole lot to prove that he ever left that home. Cooper, thank you so much. Lolly, thank you for being a voice for Sebastian. You're so appreciated. Thank you, Cooper. That is so sweet of you. I appreciate that. And I do hope you're feeling better. I worry about you. Thank you for those kind words. Yeah, almost exactly 12 hours later, he was missing, Patty. Yes. That is my opinion. That is my opinion, 100%. Guys, come back and join us again tomorrow, same time. We're going to be going over Mr. Chris's compilation of things he has had to say about Sebastian. It will be pretty close to the same as what we've been hearing from her today. But we'll end it on the third day on a good note, because you see his father will bring Sebastian to life for us. So y'all come back so we can have that comparison tomorrow, and then the next day we can actually learn who Sebastian is. Y'all be careful out on these streets. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate y'all more than y'all could ever know. And remember, we're not here for Katie or Chris. Not even, Seth. I have to say it that way because it's all about Sebastian. And we know which parent will benefit from him returning. because there's only one that will. But Sebastian's the reason that we come live every day, talk about his story, because we want this young man to be found so that his voice can be heard. His story can be told. Not rely on his mother and his stepfather to tell who he was. Until tomorrow, everybody, love and hugs. Good night.